Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm going to show you right now is some breaking news. Apparently, a terrorist in Canada who was planning on doing a mass shooting on October 7th, particularly targeting specific subsets of the population, you can figure that one out. And Shannon Watts is here to tell you it's all the AR-15's fault, guys. Every single one. Yeah, we're about to have some fun on this one. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think on this one. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on if you want to defeat these gun controllers once and for all by doing things like this. Let's get into it, people, because there is something foul afoot. As you can see here, Shannon Watts, she blocked me on my main account, but that did not stop our sleuths from finding what she's up to. New. Police foiled a major mass shooting plot targeting 770, the Chabad Lubavitch headquarters in New York City, planned for October 7th. That would be the anniversary of the terrorist attack in Israel, by the way. The suspect told undercover police that he needed to obtain an AR-style assault rifles and ammunition. Now, of course, Shannon is going to highlight something very important here. It wasn't a terrorist activity. It wasn't a targeting of a subset of a population, particularly Jewish. No. It's the AR-15s. That's the problem. Not international crossing of borders. None of that. Not mass murder. It's the AR-15, guys. That's clearly the point. This kind of goes to reinforce the point that if everything in your life is gun control related, everything looks like a gun control opportunity, even the twisted, messed up ones. Here we go. Let's go to CBS News' Norah O'Donnell. Let's see what she has to say about this. This one might trigger some of you. Gonna be honest. Let's get it.
Breaking news. The Justice Department says a planned terror attack in New York City has been thwarted. The suspect allegedly wanted to target Jewish people on October 7th, 1 year after the attack in Israel. The suspect was quoted by the FBI as saying, "If we succeed with our plan, this would be the largest attack on U.S. soil since 9/11."
Wow. The largest attack on our soil since 9/11. It is targeting at a specific date, which was an anniversary of a terrorist attack in Israel. You guys seeing where this is going? You're right. You nailed it. It's the guns. Anyway, let's keep going.
CBS's Nancy Cordes is at the White House with new reporting. Good evening, Nancy. It is chilling to read what this suspect was planning.
It really is, Nora, and it took the FBI working with Canadian law enforcement to identify and apprehend this suspect, who is now accused of plotting to carry out a mass shooting at a Jewish center in Brooklyn, which authorities say he wanted to do just over a month from today. The suspect's name is Mohammed Shahzeb Khan. He is a 20-year-old Pakistani citizen who lived in Canada. He allegedly began posting on social media in support of ISIS last November, and eventually, without his knowledge, began communicating with two undercover law enforcement officers. That's what led them to him.
All right, so we're going to get back to this guy in a second, because you know I love me some Merrick Garland. So we have someone in Canada. We have an international. We have an ISIS supporter. Planned a terrorist attack on October 7th to celebrate the anniversary of slaughter of innocent civilians, families, men, women, and children. And it's the guns. It's clearly the guns. Thanks, Shannon. Couldn't do it without you. Let's continue.
According to Attorney General Merrick Garland, the defendant is alleged to have planned a terrorist attack in New York City around October 7th of this year, with the stated goal of slaughtering, in the name of ISIS, as many Jews as possible. October 7th, of course, will mark 1 year since the brutal surprise attack by Hamas on Israeli citizens that left nearly 1,200 people dead. Now, Khan was apprehended just a couple of days ago in Quebec. It's believed he was headed towards the U.S. border. A resident in the area said she saw police officers outside her home put a man in handcuffs on her front lawn.
All right, that part doesn't really matter. We'll get to it in a second. Okay, so just to reiterate here, this is going on in Canada. I'm pretty sure that any gun control law that Shannon Watts and her little group, Moms Man Action, Every Time for Gun Safety, wouldn't apply in Canada. And Canada is a tremendous gun control state. And the targeted event here was in New York, which is also a gun control state. Guys, how many more ways to Sunday do we have to say that it's not an inanimate object? It might just be ideologies. Whether it's X ideology, Y ideology, Z ideology, I ideology, I don't care what letter you use. But this guy was affiliated and supporting of ISIS. That's a terrorist organization. Wants to create the biggest terrorist attack on the United States soil since 9/11 with rifles. Yeah, it's definitely rifles issue. The rifles, guys, you don't know this, but before he got his hands on them, or before he bought them as, a Canadian, before he did that, and in Pakistan, the rifles were calling to him. They were like a siren song. They were saying, you should do this. You should absolutely do this. You have the potential to really make your mark. What's up, Shannon? Because honest to goodness, when you look at every single thing that we deal with in this country when it comes to violence and those that are using guns to commit violence, it's not the inanimate object, and in fact, it's getting to the point of stupidity. Because what this post should have said, and I'll go up here real quick, from a gun control leader, an executive founding member of Everytown for Gun Safety, according to her own Twitter bio, what this should have said was, terrorist organizer attempts to kill mass amounts of people in celebration of October 7th. Who cares how you do it? There could be a car bomb. There could be a plane. We've done all these things in New York before. But nope. It's assault rifles. That's what it is, guys. We need common sense, terrorist stopping gun control. Oh, it hurts. Okay, let's continue. A little bit more because it gets real spicy here at the end.
They said that it was confidential and they couldn't tell me what was going on. I just saw, the SWAT team vans and the army and the guys all in camouflage with the M16s.
This suspect allegedly told the undercover officers that he chose New York City because it has, quote, the largest Jewish population in America and, quote, we could easily rack up a lot of Jews. He is charged with one count of attempting to provide support to terrorists. Nora?
Good work by the FBI and law enforcement. All right, Nancy Cordes, thank you very
Yep. Those freaking guns. Tell you what, man. They are causing all sorts of chaos. I bet you that's actually a quote from the metal that was in the gun. It wasn't like, I don't know, a terroristic ideology that's hell-bent on destroying a population. No, it couldn't be that. Now, of course, I'm throwing a lot of sarcasm in here because it's well-deserved of sarcasm. This is a very stupid point from Shannon Watts, the leader of Moms Demand Action and one of the co-founders of Everytown for Gun Safety. This has become her now shtick in life. She's going to make every single thing about gun control and the fact that we have a gun right in this country, and that's the problem for Pakistani citizens in Canada wanting to kill Jews in mass. That's the problem. It's guns in America. You didn't know? You didn't know, guys? I mean, like, it's weird. This is who we're fighting. Legitimately. This is what we're fighting every single day. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you got that notification bell on because we have got a battle on our hands. A battle of the hearts and minds for the Second Amendment because these are the very people who are coming out to take our rights because of this type of critical thinking. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.